Hey everybody, it's Rocky. Today I'm going to show you guys how to prepare and cook spaghetti squash. So this is the spaghetti squash right here, and it's a pretty hefty vegetable. It's pretty solid and pretty heavy. What's good about spaghetti squash is it's a very good low-carb substitute for pasta. In the past, people have asked me what the consistency is like, you know, in comparison to pasta. It's definitely a bit more watery since it's a vegetable, but once you put, you know, whatever kind of sauce you put or whatever kind of seasoning you put on your regular pasta, it's actually a very good substitute. So first off, you want to work on a very solid surface because you don't want this puppy rolling around. You want to get a very sharp knife, and I'm using one of these guys right here. And what you want to do is just pierce it all the way down to the middle, to the very bottom, and then you just want to drag it all the way down, okay, on one side, and you're going to do the very same thing to the other side. Just gonna, and then you just pull it all the way through. Alright, so you got these two halves right here, and what you want to do is just, here, I'll show you, right with one. You just want to seed all this, because there's a bunch of seeds in there and a bunch of like strings that you don't really want to use. So, this is what you do. I got a big bowl right here. I'm just going to take the seeds out. Just kind of drag it. It comes out very easily. It's the mushy part on the inside is very soft. So I'm just going to clean this out. It's almost kind of like cleaning out a pumpkin. We got one done. Put them in my pan. And another thing is I have my oven set to 400 degrees. So clean out this guy. And then I'm just going to spray him down with some olive oil spray. Like that, both sides. And this is just going to give it a nice little brown on it. Okay, and then I'm going to salt it down very generously, and then put some cracked black pepper on there. Let's see. Put them in my oven, and depending on the size of your spaghetti squash, it's going to take about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to check it. Oops. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to check it at 30 minutes and see if it needs any more time. Generally, when you can pull the sides of the squash away from the skin very easily, that's pretty much when it's done. So I'm going to clean up here, let this guy go for 30 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back with my spaghetti squash. It was cooking in my oven, 400 degrees, for almost an hour. I think it was like 55 minutes it was cooking for. I got a fairly big squash, and I tried to find the smallest one I could possibly find, but this was it. So, like I said, it's going to take anywhere from like half an hour to 45 minutes to 50 minutes. What you want to do is just make sure that you can pull it away easily from the sides of the skin, just like I'm doing right now. So once it does that, it's going to form these nice little spaghetti strings. So it's still pretty hot right now. I'm going to let it go ahead and cool off for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and I'm going to go ahead and start pulling away the rest of the spaghetti strings from the sides of the squash. And I have to say, I've made this quite a few times, and I think my favorite way to have spaghetti squash is when you roast it, when you bake it in the oven, because it just comes out so much sweeter. When I've done it in the microwave, it's, I mean, the flavor is there, but it's not as good when you roast it. You guys know when you roast vegetables, it just comes out, it has just a nice roasted taste to it. It really brings out the sweetness in a vegetable, and that's exactly what it's done right here. So I already took a little taste test, I have to tell you guys, but alright, so let me go ahead and shred this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and keep shredding the rest of these, both of these, and I'm going to put them on my plate, and what I'm pairing it with is the chicken marsala that I just made for another video. So I'm going to go ahead and keep shredding this guy. And that's, you just want to use your fork and just keep pulling it all the way through. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, I am back for my official taste testing. So here it is, right here. And then what's next to it on the plate is the chicken marsala that I just made, which will be in another video. So here's the taste testing. And the only thing I seasoned it with was the olive oil spray, salt, and pepper, because I'm going to have it alongside the chicken marsala, which will have a lot of flavor to it anyway. So I'm not going to add anything else to it. That is really good. It's amazing how it tastes kind of buttery, even though I didn't add any butter to it. The sweetness just from roasting it, so good. I think roasting is definitely the way to go with this stuff. If you guys look back, I made a General Tussauds video, and in that I used spaghetti squash as well, but I microwaved it. But like I said, the times that I roasted it, it just comes out so much better. The texture, the taste, it really brings out nice sweetness to it. So for me, baking is definitely the way to go. Yeah, it takes a little bit more time, maybe a little bit more effort because you actually have to cut it open, whereas if you put it in the microwave, you just stab it with a fork, you know, quite a few times, put it in the microwave for about 15-20 minutes and it's done, but you lose flavor that way. So if you have the time to roast it or bake it like in the oven like I did, go ahead and do that instead. I just had it with a couple of mushrooms from the chicken marsala. So good, and like I said, so much more healthier, so much less carbs than if you were to get any kind of spaghetti, whether it's wheat pasta or any other kind of pasta. So much better for you, and it's a heaping, yeah, I put a lot on my plate, but it's vegetables, you know what I mean, which, very good. So if you guys have any questions at all, just go ahead and shoot them below. Pictures, the full recipe, and nutritional facts will be also on my blog, which I'll link below. So until next time, enjoy. Bye!